today's dollars, that's called a fiscal gap. It sits right now at over $200 trillion. It is a staggering amount. So if somebody came along today and said, you guys are good people in the United States, we're going to pay off your national debt of $19 trillion. Done. We would still be in huge trouble. That's how bad it is. And somebody's going to have to pay that. Now, what are the implications? Let's go back to the national debt of $19 trillion. What does that do to us? Well, that affects the Fed policies, the central bank. They have to keep the interest rate suppressed because the debt service would be too high if you let it rise. You know, it's been down near zero for a decade now. And even with the interest rate down near zero, the debt service is still $250 billion a year. If you let it rise to a normal rate, you'd be talking $1 trillion. We don't have $1 trillion, so they have to keep it suppressed. What does that do to the American dream? American dream, part of it, was Mr. Samuels every Friday went to the bank and put 5 to 10% of his earnings in his savings account. And he watched it grow over the next few decades. And then he was able to retire with a nice nest egg, with or without Social Security. That was the American dream. It's gone. Here's no incentive to put any money in a savings account because he doesn't make anything on it. Bond market, same thing. The only people who can make any money are people who have risk tolerance and can put it in the stock market. Well, who are those people? Upper income people. So what happens? The income gap grows. Along comes Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders to say it's those evil rich people. And if we just take all of their money, we can solve these problems. All that will do is mean that everybody's poor. And the government will continue to spend all the money. That won't solve a single problem. And, you know, we are going to, as a society, have to get serious about how we do this.